Yeah, it's been so awesome. We were just talking about that before you got on, that this group, it's 17 different teams coming together, and, our teams are learning off each other. The leaders are learning off each other. It's just been phenomenal. So that's like the life of It Works, one team, one mission. So
sure is. Look at you jumping right up there, Brandy. I'm proud of you. Even though it says Mike.
Yeah.
Karen, I can't believe you guys got Karen Pugh on here today when we know that she's trying to open Mexico, right? Like y'all are nuts, but that's why I love you. It's the crazy ones that change the world.
So, okay. So we just wanted, we've had some guest speakers throughout the month of doing this push group, and we saved Kami, the best for last. No offense to other speakers. So we just wanted to, just learn from you, whatever you want to pour into us. End of the month, we have a lot of people going for different promotions, a lot of people trying to rank up and whatnot.
Kylie,
so whatever you can.
Please.
Oh, we need to mute everybody. Hold on.
Don't let them unmute themselves, Brandy.
Yep.
They'll do it all day long.
All right, let me unmute you, Kami. All right, are you unmuted? Yes.
Oh,
okay.
All right. So, Brandy, you sent me some great texts earlier today. And, I spent some time this afternoon just writing some things down. It's month end, what is the most important. And so you guys, I wanted to give you a lot of protein and no fat today. A lot of protein, no fat. And I want to remind you that this is not net wishing, this is networking. And I think sometimes we think we're not as qualified or as talented as somebody. And yet, in my humble opinion, work ethic beats out talent all day long. And so the only thing I could think about today, it was so funny, Brandy, I know we were texting yesterday, I listened, I thought about it, I prayed about it, I said, Lord, if I'm going to bring something to this team, what you want? And like this just glaringly all kind of came together. And so you guys, I'm going to give you a lot of stuff. I want you to take notes. It is a lot of stuff, but it's all the same thing. It's what are the habits? What are the things that I should be doing month end? All the things, right? And I want to hit on a couple things, and then I want to just remind you of a few things we have pushing here at the end of the month that are going to help you get there, okay? First of all, I want to remind you that anybody that joins in June has till the end of September, right? July, August, September to hit any of the rank up bonuses, not just diamond, not just double, any of the rank up bonuses, okay? So there needs to be a huge push through the end of the month here to recruit. So if you got to do some team lives, if you got to do some three-way calls to help your newbies close their people, it's one thing to tell your team, it's one thing to say to them, we got to recruit. If they're new, just assume they don't know what that means. They don't know how to close the sale. They don't know how to upsell somebody from a customer to a distributor. That is not in their vocabulary 99% of the time, okay? So create some opportunities for people to close the deal, to, maybe you send out a script every day to help people close the deal on maybe somebody that is on the fence, someone they are dying to talk to, but they don't know what to say to, just give them some actual, give them some actual verbiage to talk, to close the sale, to do that, okay? So first thing I wanted to remind you guys is those are ending at the end of this month. Mark's never done that. This is the coolest thing ever. Like, we've done things before where they're like, you got the next 2 calendar months or whatever, but like this is any of them and all of them, right? And so we know there's people out there that have been doing what we've done and looking for a home and make money fast, and there's people out there that are just like, you tell me what to do and I'll go do it. I want to make money fast, So this allows us to do that. So I just don't want to make light or fail to mention how important it will be for us to emphasize recruiting through the rest of the month, okay? Because then we have all summer to help those people get activated and then rank up. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing, you heard Mark say last night on the call, there is going to be a new product at the end of this month. So that means we're going to help you with volume at the end of this month. Just want to keep that in the forefront of your mind, because I think there's 2 things that come into play when it talks about grabbing grabbing that promotion. You got to make sure your spots are filled, right, with people that are building and gathering their customers, bringing in volume, but then you got to make sure you have the appropriate volume, right? And sometimes we think, how can we get more production out of the same distributor? And I think that's a great question, but the next question is also, let's bring in new distributors, let's bring in new customers, because that's where volume comes from as well. So we know whatever this product is, you're going to get new customers. You're going to hit up the current customers. You're going to hit up the customers that haven't ordered in a long time. You're going to hit up anybody that's been on a fence. It's just another great reason to connect with them again, And so all of us have our lists and connect. It makes it a whole lot easier to blast out our list and let people know what's going on. So those are the two things that strategically you have that we're providing for you to make your job a little easier. Okay? And then I want to spend the rest of our time together talking about good old-fashioned work. What does that look like? What does the work look like in this business? And I know this is a push group, and so I know this is a talented group of people. I know some of you have a small team, some of you have a large team, but I hope that every single one of you hears the next word that come out of my mouth, and maybe you've already heard it, or you're like, really? She's still talking about that. Yes, I am still talking about it, because it is that important. It is that much of a foundation of what we do, okay? So it is summertime. It's absolutely summertime. And for a lot of us that have kids, woo, the whole schedule just went out the window, right? And so it's about making a new routine. But at the end of the day, the fundamentals are still the same. What we need to do to get paid are still the same, right? And so I just want to teach you how I make sure I'm doing the core fundamentals every day in my business, every day, all right? So number one, you've heard me say it. You're going to hear me say it till you're blue in the face, and I hope you memorize it and teach it to everyone you know. That's called a system. You've got to have your daily 6 list. Kids are home from school. You got to have your daily 6. Now, let me just walk through with you what I'm including in my daily 6. So you guys are holding yourself accountable for the work. And a lot of times, okay, so here's the fun thing. You hit somebody that gets it or that they need it, and they go to work. And you don't have to ask them to do it. But the mass majority of people, you have to teach them how to work. You have to teach them what work looks like. Then let's just say we all want a runner, right? We all want someone that's going to blow up and just like change the face of our business. But while we're waiting for that next runner, let me tell you what kind of work you need to be doing that eventually will lead 12 months down the road, 18 months down the road, max, to massive momentum in your organization. So if you're doing both, if you're praying for a runner and looking for them, you know exactly what you're looking for, but then you're also developing yourself, your team, there's never going to be a time where harvest isn't coming in. There's always going to be harvest, because you're treating this like a business, not like a hobby. Okay, so let's make sure for the next several days this month, hi Alyssa Moore, it's good to see you, that we are working this business, like a boss, right? That's what we are, a bunch of boss babes, I know. So the first thing, every day, every single day, you got to be building your network. What are you doing every day to add to your network? Are you doing that online, or are you doing that offline? Let me tell you a few non-negotiables. And you guys need to make this a non-negotiable for every single person in your organization. These are missed opportunities. These are no-brainers that makes what our business is like the simplest thing ever. I didn't say easy, but I did say simple. It's simple. Don't ever leave your house without a knit work shirt on, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Start a movement on your team. They don't go anywhere without something it works, even if they're putting a button on their body somewhere, There's hats, there's shirts, there's leggings. No excuses. Don't leave your home without It Works gear on, okay? Second thing, take your products everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, whether you are doing a live on Facebook, let's say you're not even talking about business. Let's say you're just talking about like curling your hair or something. Drink your greens or your collagen while you're curling your hair or doing a makeup tutorial. Super, super simple. Take your products in public everywhere you go and wear your gear everywhere you go. I'm saying that to you because we are busy, busy people, but we don't just stay home all day. So even if you build primarily on social, these are 2 easy things that you can implement today. Now the masses, they need to be doing that because they're not doing their businesses consistently and as prioritizing it as we are. But if we can get them doing those 2 things, people are going to ask them what it is. How do I get some? What are you drinking it? Why are you drinking it? So make sure those are 2 things. Excuse me for just a minute. Landon, can you please let Frenchie in? She's about to have a meltdown. So try to clear out all the kids, before you do a live, and my pups are the ones making all the noises. So wear your shirt everywhere you go, drink your It Works products, take your It Works products. I mean, I literally carry a coffee mug everywhere I go, and Starbucks makes no more money off me. And it's not because I don't like Starbucks, it's because it's a missed opportunity if I'm not drinking my keto coffee out there somewhere, you know? So that, you know, those are things. Build your network every day. You're adding people, you're connecting with people, you're building your network every day. Now, if you're hardcore belly to belly believer like I am, I mean, there's so many clubs you can join, activities you can get involved with your kids, but every day we're building our network. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is a business. You got to build your network every single day. If you're still talking to the same 100 people you've been talking to since day one, or even worse, 20 people, we're doing something wrong. You got to be adding new people to your list every day. And you might be saying, yeah, I'm doing that. Is your team doing that? Are you talking to your team about that? The best thing you can do in this business is talk about what you're doing and why you're doing it, so that people see, oh, that's what I need to be doing. Sometimes it's not that they're not willing to work. They just don't know what to do. They just don't know what to do. And sometimes if they're not going to go find the professional development that teaches them how, we bring it to them. We bring it to them. All right. Second thing I would say, every single day, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. 10 minutes professional development. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jumping on a team Zoom, listening to a podcast, watching a YouTube video, hearing a sermon that's motivational and inspirational. 80% of your success is about what's going on right here. And many of us need to start the day in reset, in the I can and I will mode. But a lot of times it's going to take an outside source to help us get there mentally. You're pouring out. Even if you don't have a very big team and you're like, I'm not really pouring out, Kami. Are you a mom? Are you married? Do you have people in your life? You're pouring out. And we just need to make sure we're staying filled, okay? Third thing I want to make sure we're doing every single day is we are asking people to try It Works. Every single day we're asking people. So it's one thing to add to your network. It's another thing to dialogue with them. Have you tried It Works? Oh my gosh, that little floaty you got for your daughter's birthday party, where did you get that from? That is so cute. You know, like, you are engaging, but at some point you need to get people to try It Works. So you're having conversations with people every single day. Maybe they try It Works online through a little online party with you. Maybe you say, try It Works, I got some products, and they just buy a couple samples that you send to them, right? Maybe they're ready to jump on board as a loyal customer. You don't know if you don't ask, right? The best thing about us running out of products left and right is that you tell them, why would you wait in line? Get it now, or you'll be in line, right? You'll be in back order. And so, you know, you've got to actually ask people to try It Works. Try It Works, learn more about the business, learn more about the products, or just flat out get on board with us, okay? Every single day. So, you know, the question I would ask you is, before you lay your head on the pillow, how many people have you actually asked to try it? Okay. And then when you ask if they want to try it, that's where you get to start engaging, telling them more of the story. You're building that relationship, going back and forth. Okay. That's a really positive thing. The next thing I want you doing every single day, following up every single day. So maybe you haven't even figured out how you're going to ask them to try It Works. Okay, talk to them, engage with them, ask them questions. I tell people all the time, if you don't know how to bring It Works into the equation, you're not asking enough questions. You want to know why? Because at It Works, you're not a health coach, you're not a personal trainer, you're not a chiropractor, you're not you are a doctor of solutions. That's what you are. You're a doctor of solutions. You either are going to provide solutions for their health, beauty, nutrition, or you're going to provide solutions for their finances, their debt, something that they have no idea how they're going to do it. So we're a doctor of solutions. Well, how do you know what they need if you don't ask enough questions? If you don't get to know them enough? If you don't stalk their wall enough to see what they're into, or maybe what their most latest complaint is? I love when someone starts complaining on social media, or when I love asking people how their day's going. A lot of people will tell you it's going really crappy. And then when you ask why, all of a sudden you're like, oh, they need more money. Oh, they hate their job. Oh, they hate their colleagues. Oh, they're not having any fun in their life. Oh, they're not making enough money. You see where all of a sudden It Works becomes a solution, but you got to ask more questions. So follow up. And going back to what we talked about at the very beginning of our time together, and really putting an emphasis on recruiting, when it comes to follow up, I would hands down be giving 4 or 5 scripts that are just my go-tos for follow up. That's the best way you can support your team right now. And a lot of times they overthink it. Maybe it's voice memos. Maybe it's a couple little scripts that start the conversation. They can voice memo after, or they can bring it into a 3-way text with you. So follow up, follow up, follow up. Okay, the next one I'm going to put on here is host a post. Host a post every single day. Whether you work this business part-time, whether you work this business medium time or full-time or all the time, host a post should be a part of your everyday strategy. And I tell you that because it's just a way to create referrals. It's just a referral machine. And it requires a lot of follow-up, a lot of engagement. But sometimes, y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you ask 5 people, they all say yes. Sometimes you ask 5 people, they all say, I'm too busy. Sometimes you ask 5 people and they say, what is it? And you have to tell them more, right? But that's where the numbers part of this business. It's our job to make sure we're getting in front of enough people. When I say build your network every day, I can't imagine a better way of doing that than host a post. I mean, I love parties and getting in people's homes because I think if a one-on-one is good, a 5-on-1 is better. But a modern day party on steroids, getting in front of more people, is host a post. And the minute that person who is hosting for you says they'll host for you, don't even doubt that they're ready to be a distributor. They totally are a distributor. If they're willing to open their network to you, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And so if I had a girl willing to host a post for me and she had 15 comments on her page, or she had 3 customers sign up, you better believe before I go ahead and put those people in, I say, now, do you want them to be yours or do you want them to be mine? 100% distributor right away. However, even if only 2 people comment, guess what? I'm going to say, girl, you have so much interest. She does, right? And they only need 4 customers to become get a shopping spree. So what if you just did it to even earn your free product? Nothing wrong with that. You never know. Sometimes I say you got to get them involved and then they'll evolve over time, right? So not everybody joins thinking they want to be Black Diamond. Most people don't even join thinking they want to be Diamond. The majority of people join this business for an extra $500 a month. That's it. So host a post, that would be every day. And then working power hours. That's the last one. And I might have given you 7, but that's because, this is the high achievers. And Brandy said you could handle it. But seriously, every single day I would be having a power hour, especially as a working mom, especially if you've got young kids and your schedule went to pot this summer, there is no reason. Now, I'm all about trainings, but I'm an even bigger believer in being in a training and putting it into action immediately right now while I have you on this call. It's better than hoping when we get off this call, you keep working. So let's go over that again. We got networking, right? Building your network every single day. If I told you I would give you $100 for every name you put on that list, how many names would you get on that list? And if I said, yeah, I'll give you $100 every name you got on that list for the rest of your life in this business, you would keep adding names to that list every day, would you not? That's how our business works. All right. Then we gotta actually get people to try it, right? We gotta ask people to try it. Maybe start a club that you don't lay down at night without having asked at least one person to try it. One-on-one, small group, come into a live, try it, watching a video, you send them online. There's one you can share right now in your Connect app from the one I did at the beginning of the month. No excuses. All right. Number 3, you're going to actually share the story. And you're going to continue to build that relationship. I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but hopefully I'm kind of not screwing you guys up. Follow up, hands down, huge. Personal development, right? No less than 10 minutes a day. Host a post and power hours. Now, you might think, I don't have anybody on my team. You only need you to do a power hour. And if you want to grab a sideline, it looks like you guys have done a great job as 17 mega leaders all locking arms and doing this together. I would say do the same thing. Yeah. Okay. And then what are the 2 final things that we have in our back pocket that are just going to be gas on the fire? We have a new product coming. And we have that bonus that ends at the opportunity for people to earn those rake up bonuses ends at the end of June. So we need to recruit.
That's awesome, Kami. That was some great advice. And yes, this group, okay. Someone found me. She found me. We have 6 kids in the house right now, so I'm not surprised one found me. Yes, this group is kind of our overachievers. They're, so they can handle all the extra advice, all the extra tips that they could use. And yeah, we're super excited. We're super excited for the new product. Everyone can't wait to see what that is. And, just jumping on this momentum, the company's in so much momentum right now with new products launching, the bonuses being extended, the new countries opening. Yay! I do want to, we'll end this because I know Kami's got to go here in a minute, but I do want to say for those of you that are starting to build in Mexico, or you might have a team already in Mexico, we are doing a Zoom tonight at 10 with Kami. So it's going to be all about Mexico. Today's official launch day. They're so excited. Mike was watching the kids and handling Mexico stuff. So it's probably why one snuck past him. But,
that's pretty awesome. That's a boss dad for sure.
Oh, he's a boss dad. So yeah, Kami just called you a boss dad on our thing. He said nice. So guys, just thank you, Kami. We love you. We love anytime we can learn from you. And again, those of you, he's trying to remind me like I forgot the 10 o'clock Zoom. For those of you that want to learn more about Mexico, I will share the Zoom link for the call tonight at 10. That's 10 p.m. Eastern time with Miss Kami. So again, thank you so much, Kami. You're just amazing.
Well, I appreciate it. I was so happy to be a part of this. Thank you guys. And I love seeing all this leadership come together. I'll be excited to hear your ahas later on. But more importantly, I can't wait to see how you end June.
Woo! Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, run with this. I will record this. I will post it in the group. So take care, everyone. Have a good night.